NFL's leader at quarterback. He's fifth in the NFL in passing yards entering this week. It's the Browns and the Patriots, next on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Or should I say Dean Olsen, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate number one threat.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, is going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
That's complete. It's Jalen Pope. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Throwing right, it's taken in. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A give now, it's Jones on the zone read. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. From the gun, Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, New England.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
The Patriots will turn it over to their field goal unit. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Patriots will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long. 3rd down and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So 4th down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Patriots offense ready now for their second drive. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Richardson. That's to the right side. He's got Polk. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. He'll go right back to Polk. Again, it's complete. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A give to Jones, heading right. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. Richardson. That one on target, and Polk's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Tight end going in motion here. Richardson operating from the pistol. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Richardson. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And the Browns will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. They'll put Addison in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And just when you think you're going to force a 3-and-out, this quarterback is able to escape, gets loose downfield, and he's able to pick up a huge first down.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one taken in by Douglas. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. They'll send their tight end left. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught downfield by Douglas. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Browns. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense make their way out to take over once more. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing, Richardson. Quick hitting slant there. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On 2nd down, Richardson. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. To throw, it's Richardson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. A run. It's Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
The Browns offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. 2nd and 7. Slot man in motion left. Once again, it's Gibbs. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
The Browns getting their punting team out there, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Oh. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Richardson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties, make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. From the gun on third down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Patriots will turn it over to their field goal unit. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats are back within 1. It's 7-6.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Browns offense ready to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. The return starts from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Browns offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Tight end motioning left. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll look to throw again. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll be looking to answer back. They trailed 13-6 and start this one with 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. On play action, Richardson. He brought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking them down and took him down for a loss.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Here's 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Polk. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. He'll get this out wide. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson. Got a man left side. It's caught. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jalen Pope that time. It's 2nd down. Richardson going to look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing, Richardson. And he's in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown, New England.
Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Patriots will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll drop to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
They'll try to run for it with Hall.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. 1st and 10. Now Richardson. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down. Now a handoff. Jones. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's Richardson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Running left, it's Jones. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They send a receiver in motion left. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
It's Richardson on the move. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They'll run it here with Jones. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Makes the score Patriots 20, Browns 13.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Still 1st down.
Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. We're all set to kick this one away. We'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. This complete to Pope. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Looking to throw, Richardson. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, Richardson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. He'll look to throw. That one taken in by Douglas. And they have the 1st down. So they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now they'll set up 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. The throw on the run is complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run, and it's Jones. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, here's Jones. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Now he'll run it. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Now, 1st and goal. They'll run with Jones. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, New England. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now return coming from the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. And that is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. And a little chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Second down and 10.
Here's Gibbs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
15-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And the Browns are looking at a first and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Second and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1. And a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see 2 back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes. This is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here comes second down. He'll drop to throw. Here comes the screen to Jones. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Trying to do it himself, but this will come up short. They mark him down right at the line of scrimmage. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Man open is Jones. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. They had to